I used to be such an unhappy person. I sometimes still am, but I'm much happier than I was, say, 10 years ago. I enjoy every once in a while looking at old journals and seeing what I was doing, say, years and years ago at this exact time. And on July 23rd, a few days ago, I decided to look back to see what I was doing 10 years ago on July 23rd, 2009, and I read a very troubling journal entry that I want to share with you. Just note that it is triggering. It does talk about suicide, so if you do not want to listen to any discussion of that, please click away. This is the journal entry. I will read it word for word for you. The title is Sigh, as many of them often were. And I said, "Some days I just feel like a complete disappointment to my friends, to my family, to everything. And now people wonder why I long to be completely alone, permanently. But then that in turn would be disappointing myself so great. I grow so weary of trying to establish a support system for my friends when I don't even get it back. I know they care for me, but all I seem to get is a pitiful pat on the shoulder when I'm feeling like complete hell. I don't want them to feel bad for me or anything, but it'd be nice to, get some actual attention instead of me having to point out that I actually need it. This is going to sound incredibly emo, but this is how I'm feeling. Sometimes I think I'd just be better off gone." Yeah, I said it. Gone. And of course my biggest problem back then was that I would never reach out to friends when I needed someone. I would always expect them to come to me and notice that something was wrong with me, but as I've grown older, I've discovered that being upfront with people is much more important, because not everybody is psychic. They're not gonna, immediately know what's going on with you. But the reason why I read that journal entry is because I want to imagine things that I would tell myself if I were to go back in time 10 years. 5 things that I would tell myself. Number 1, I would say, "Donny, you're not alone, and you will find someone who loves you dearly and cherishes you the way you've always wanted. That romantic partner that you've always dreamed of, essentially." I used to be so alone back then, and I would feel so isolated because I wasn't really that guy that other guys would show interest in. Number 2, I would say, "Donny, your family will learn to accept you over time. They will learn to value the person you are, and they will know that your sexual orientation has nothing to do with the kindness that you put out into the world." Number 3, you'll find friends who will stay in your life, and the friends that don't need to be in your life will remove themselves. Number 4, I would say, "Donny, career-wise, you don't really know what direction you're going to go in. You've had these lofty dreams of becoming a teacher, and I know that you think you'll never see them through, but you will. In just 10 years, you will be a college professor, have the degree you want, and you will, for the first time in your life, not be living in poverty." Last but not least, number 5, I would say, "Donny, you'll learn how to love yourself. It may not be constant, but you will. You'll learn it." Anyway, thank you for listening. I encourage all of you to do a video like this. If you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself 10, 15, 5 years ago, if you could? Thank you for listening. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Have a great rest of your day.